Most people don't wake up exhausted because they're lazy. They wake up exhausted because every day requires negotiation. Negotiation with the alarm, negotiation with email, negotiation with cravings, negotiation with the version of themselves they promised to become. And by the time night arrives, nothing dramatic has happened, but something inside feels quietly drained. You earn. You pay rent or a mortgage. After taxes, insurance, and a car payment, maybe half your income is already spoken for. Subscriptions run in the background. Credit cards smooth over the small gaps. Your calendar is organized. Your routine looks responsible. On paper, you are disciplined. So why does it feel like you're always pushing yourself uphill? In Japan, there is a subtle difference in how many people structure their days. Not perfectly, not universally, but noticeably. They don't wake up asking, "How do I stay motivated today?" They wake up asking, "How do I protect my energy?" It sounds small, but the direction of that question changes everything. In Western culture, motivation is treated like fuel. If you feel tired, you add more. Coffee, podcasts, productivity hacks, louder goals. But energy isn't just physical, it's cognitive. Every decision costs something. What to wear, whether to cook or order, whether to check your phone just once, whether to upgrade the apartment because your income increased 12%. None of these decisions seem heavy alone. But together, they create a life that constantly asks you to perform. Consider a simple example. You get a raise. After tax, maybe it's an extra $400 a month. It feels like growth. So you move to a slightly better apartment. $250 more. You upgrade your phone plan. $40 more. You justify a nicer gym. $60 more. On paper, everything is affordable, but now your baseline cost of existing has risen, which means your job isn't optional anymore. Your mornings aren't flexible anymore. Your risk tolerance shrinks. And slowly, your energy becomes tied to maintaining comfort. The Japanese approach to routine often removes friction instead of adding stimulation. Minimal wardrobe, predictable meals, fixed spending thresholds, commutes used for silence rather than scrolling. Not because they lack ambition, but because they understand something uncomfortable. Energy leaks through unnecessary choice. When your environment is stable, your mind doesn't have to negotiate all day. In many Western cities, we design life around upgrades. In many Japanese systems, life is designed around sustainability. There's a quiet discipline in deciding once. Rent below your maximum, even if you qualify for more. Keep the older car after it's paid off. Eat similar breakfasts. Use the same notebook. Walk the same route. It sounds boring, but boredom is not the enemy. Constant stimulation is. When your routine protects energy, your motivation becomes irrelevant. You don't need to feel inspired to function. You just function. And here's the part people don't like to think about. When your life depends on constant motivation, you become fragile. One bad night of sleep, one stressful week at work, one unexpected bill. Suddenly, the entire system feels overwhelming. Not because you're weak, but because your structure relies on willpower instead of design. The long-term cost isn't just fatigue, it's identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who is always tired, always catching up, always almost stable. Financially, you're progressing. Emotionally, you're negotiating. Quietly intelligent people approach this differently. They assume their future self will be tired sometimes, so they reduce required effort in advance. They don't chase the biggest apartment. They choose the one that doesn't trap them. They don't optimize for image. They optimize for margin. Margin in money, margin in time, margin in attention. If this felt uncomfortably accurate, you can subscribe for more reflections like this.